has expired. Senator Marielle Smith.
Thank you, Madam Deputy President. Well, Senator Scarr's right. There's a lot of different debating points you can make about what happened in question time today in response to Senator McAllister's questions and others' questions. But I don't think the point here is about crossing the floor. I think the point here is about what happens when a woman, in particular, does something the Prime Minister doesn't want her to do, and what the impact is on that woman and what that says about that Prime Minister's beliefs and values and the culture of this government. And I am deeply unenthusiastic about contributing to this debate because in my 2.5 years in the Senate, this issue has dominated so much of the public discourse. This government's complete ineptitude at listening to women, at understanding the issues that women are raising, at seeing this place as a workplace where not only people have rights, but we have responsibilities to one another and to each other. And for women in this workplace especially, that is abused. Now, I was in this chamber only 2 weeks when I first heard the phrase quota girls thrown out from those opposite me. A few weeks. What a nice welcome to the chamber which has parity of gender. And in the years since, we've seen 3 different positions on quotas from the Prime Minister. We've had views expressed like, we want more women in, but just not at the expense of men. We've seen all sorts of incidents when it comes to the treatment of female MPs in this government, whether it's Miss Archer, as was the topic in question time today, but also for Julia Banks, Ms Banks, and her experience in this parliament. We've seen the kind of nonsense the Prime Minister's uttered to concerns of women giving birth in regional New South Wales, saying, well, the solution to your lack of access to maternity care isn't a hospital, it's a highway. We've seen this government sit on the Human Rights Commission's Respect at Work report for almost a year and then completely fudge their response to the recommendations, pretend they were going to do it all and renege on that commitment. But all of this pales in comparison to the way that female staff have been treated in this building. And it pales in comparison to the way women in general are treated by this government. When women join the lawns of Parliament House to march for justice, and the Prime Minister says women in Australia should be grateful because not far from here such marches even now are being met with bullets. I am just so sick of having these debates. I am so appalled that this has to be a topic in question time. It has to be because it's still going on, right? It has to be because we're still seeing this kind of behaviour. But in my 2.5 years here, given everything I've seen and everything this place has borne witness to, given the courage and bravery of women seeking to change the culture of this place, I'm just completely fed up that not enough seems to happen to recognise that this is a workplace, to recognise that the people within this workplace need to be treated with respect. And if women in this workplace feel like that, well, is it any wonder that women outside of this workplace looking in, first of all, don't want to put their hand up to be here, and that's especially true on the other side. Is it any wonder? But also, is it any wonder that those women don't feel like their concerns, that the issues facing them aren't being listened to or heeded to by this government? Because this is a cultural thing and it starts at the top. If this is the way Prime Minister perceives women, if this is the way the Prime Minister responds to concerns from women, if this is the way that the Prime Minister runs his workplace, which is all of our workplace, then that culture is going to permeate down, and it doesn't just stay in this building, it goes beyond its walls as well. And it sets a standard which then becomes the standard more broadly in the public, and it is no wonder that women in Australia are fed up. I am fed up too. So I just urge, as we look at the debating points, as we continue this debate, we just give some consideration to how serious this is for the women outside of this building and those within it.
Thank you, Senator.